everybody, today I'm on the Red Line and we're going to
Savin Hill, which is the least used Red Line stop.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
And here we are, Savin Hill Station.
Yeah.
First impression?
It's relatively new-ish or renovated. It's definitely been renovated. Yeah, everything appears to have been painted. All the lights are functional. Oh my god, look.
Why?
Not inverted.
I think that bodes
Yeah.
well for this this trip. That's
Yeah,
a good
it does.
omen.
Yeah, it is.
So right off the bat, I noticed the graphical stuff.
Wow.
This is not the layout here. This is not normal. What it says Savin Hill in, and this like font here, it's not normal.
This is a pretty efficient station as well, like space-wise. It's very narrow, but it has everything that you really need.
God, it's so much quieter now that we're in the elevator. Now I see why people hate stations in the middle of highways, because it's so loud. How would you rate this elevator out of 10?
I would rate this a 7 out of 10. This is completely sufficient for the station's needs.
That's good. That's good. I agree with that. All right. Let's see. Okay, so we have this sort of passageway area. You got some benches down there, and an arrival board.
Kind of nice. You got like it feels sort of like weirdly an airport terminal.
It does actually.
Yeah.
I just want to point out, all right, we're outside the station now, which is why I've taken my mask off. You have this, it says 121 Savin Hill, that's the address. There is no T icon anywhere. There is no way of knowing that this is a station. I mean, there's a clock here. There's the fact that there's a fare gate there, but there is no T.
Yeah, there's no T indicator. That is very interesting, I guess.
And then we're just right here on this, okay, this is not like Green Street where it's kind of in the middle of nowhere with one little shop.
An urban
there's actually some stuff here, but yeah, there's no T. There's no way of knowing that is a T station if you're just walking by. I feel like that's very interesting because I've never seen a T station. Like the ferry has a little T icon for it. The Mattapan trolley has a T icon, so that doesn't. I think the MBTA has to get on that.
Wow. I guess.
Unfortunately, the MBTA is taking their time with this one, since there hasn't been a T icon at the station since 2009, the earliest year you can see on Google Street View. The history of this station goes back much farther though, with the first iteration opening in 1845 on the Old Colony Railroad. The station was moved to its present location just south of Savin Hill Avenue in 1872, and was converted to rapid transit service on the Dorchester extension in 1927. By the early 2000s, however, a renovation was desperately needed to comply with ADA guidelines, and the station was closed between May 2004 and July 2005. Additionally, Savin Hill is uniquely served exclusively by the Ashmont branch of the Red Line, despite Braintree trains running within the same right-of-way, a decision which was made since Savin Hill primarily serves the local neighborhood.
Okay, so we're walking outside of the station. We made it to Dorchester Ave. You know, that's like the main sort of thoroughfare here. That really did not take long. That was maybe a, what? Like
That was like
5 minute
literally.
walk?
That was like 3 minutes. That was
Yeah,
2 feet
barely
away.
took any time at all. So it's not distant from anything. I think it's literally, I wonder if it's just the fact that there is no bus that makes a direct connection there.
No.
I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, I would say one of the factors is that a lot of the people here appear to own cars, and there's.
I mean,
you know,
because I'm just saying, like, okay,
and,
look,
and there's a direct connection to the highway as well. So
That's true.
Many people probably commute to.
but we do have a bus stop right here,
Yeah.
the 18 that goes to Andrew Station.
Yeah.
Maybe if you would take the bus, depending, I don't know where the 18 goes,
I don't
but
know
maybe.
why it would go to Andrew Station though. I mean.
But if you're
going that way.
on the 18 and you need to get the red line, you could just take the bus to Andrew Station directly, and then it's an actual like planned connection point.
Yeah.
It's not even a 3-minute walk, but it's not a walk at all. So I wonder if that has anything to do with it. So we are on, this is like the back entrance. I feel like this is the back entrance because it doesn't lead right out onto the street. This is where we have this big station structure here, blue bike, and a parking lot. It's not a big parking lot. Like, this does not seem like it's a commuter station, but there is a parking lot. And yeah, it's, Nicola was saying that it's really seems like the people that live in this neighborhood are serious about driving.
They like their cars. So one thing I want to point out before that is we actually have a Zipcar station over there, so
Yeah.
you can drive here or get here and then take a Zipcar somewhere. But yeah, people do like their cars. Walking around, you can tell, like, you know, the cars are a bit on the pricey side. So even though there is a transit connection, people do use the highway that is adjacent to the station.
Literally the
You can't
highway
see
that's
it
right
from here,
there.
but you can sure hear it. So
Oh,
yeah,
you can definitely
it's
hear
pretty
it.
loud.
We're like posed up here in this like walkway area that sort of connects the like 2 different entrances right above the platform.
Yes.
Alright, I thought this would be a good time to talk about the passenger stats and just, you know, a little bit more about the station. So I feel like this is a pretty well put together station.
I agree.
You like the
I think
station?
this is a good station.
I agree. I think it's nice. It's clearly recently renovated. It's upkept well. The parking, you know, it has the parking lot. It has the blue bikes. Has the elevators. It has everything an MBTA station
Yeah,
needs.
this like is completely functional. It's a good station.
Yeah.
It's very good.
I agree.
Yeah, they should like model other stations off of this.
Yeah, I feel like this is really nice. I did notice, I just pointed this out, there's no like area neighborhood map, which I
Yeah.
feel like is a little bit of a detriment. Like, it's clear that the station is least used because it's nice, it's upkept well, but it's like, you know, it's not the cream of the crop, so to speak. But this station, as of 2019, only saw an average of 2,199 boardings a day, which is not insanely low, because you could think that there's probably about 2,200 people within walking distance that could reasonably commute on
Yeah.
this. But in terms of people that are like a little bit farther than walking distance, that could use it a little bit more regularly, we don't really have that.
Yeah.
And that's, I don't know, I don't love that. But that brings us to a total of roughly 800,000 people use the station a year, which again, that seems low.
Yeah, that's low. That's not terrible. You know, that's.
It's not awful, but
that's a number.
the fact that every single Orange Line station gets more usage than this station.
Yeah.
And this station is really not far from Boston. From downtown, you know, where a lot of people would be taking the red line to, it took us, what, maybe like at most 10 minutes?
Yeah,
Less
probably,
than 10 minutes.
probably not more. 10 to 15 minutes.
So we're really close to downtown. It's not like we're in the middle of nowhere here. And aside from the fact that you have to be careful about which train you pick, I see no reason that this station could not be used a little bit more. Maybe the MBTA can extend a bus service to pull right up here. You know, I feel like there's a lot of uses for this station.
Yeah.
And it's a nice station, I like it.
It is a nice station.
I will be coming back here when I'm going to Dorchester.
Yes.
You know, it is a least used station. There is not a lot to talk about.
Yes.
So I think we can call that it. But thank you for joining me, Nicola.
Yes, you're welcome.
Thank you for joining me. And next up is going to be the least used station on... We'll have to see in the next
I'll have to
video.
find it.
Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.